Weep, Grana, Weep, Nitty Bong, and welcome back to my channel. And today we'll be checking out the Shattered Glass Sludge. We'll also see some reveals from the awesome San Diego Comic-Con. We'll talk about, of course, the transforming, self-transforming Grimlock, and also an unexpected Stranger Transformers collaboration. Woohoo! All this and much more coming up in the next minutes. It's gonna take a while today. It's gonna take a while. Crack on.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Kicking off today then with the best cell shader in the business. This is Lek Custom Toys. Lek is going to be working on a translucent MP Soundwave. What is he gonna do to cell shade a translucent figure? I'm actually super excited to see this. I don't remember or can't recall seeing Lek ever work on a translucent figure before, so it'll be really interesting to see what the results are, and I will keep you updated as we go through the weeks. But if you want to know before I update you, please go over and check Lek out, because as I always say, he is criminally undersubscribed. So DNA Design, the people who do all of the really cool upgrade kits for your Hasbro figures, are doing a little bit of a competition on Facebook. Not something I've seen them do before. So you have to guess what DK44 is. No, it's not Donkey Kong, before anybody says. What is it? And then you have to just share it on Facebook, guess the correct character for your chance to win the DK44 upgrade kit. And it's going to include shipping as well. There's going to be 3 lucky selected winners as well. So who do you think it is? Have fun, go on Facebook, spread it about, why not? One of my favorite YouTube channels is Secret Galaxy. So Secret Galaxy, or Toy Galaxy as I think it was known before, is one of the best YouTube channels that you can go to if you're into your 80s, 90s, Saturday morning cartoon nostalgia type stuff. Makes amazing, funny, entertaining videos, well worth checking out. And they've just done one on Headmasters. There's also a really funny advert in this about head-on, and anybody who watches the Japanese dub of this knows what I mean by head-on. Really funny. And they also showed the atrocious English dub. I would love to do a watch party, I think, on the English dub, where we could all just sit down and watch the English dub together. That would be really funny. There is also a behind the scenes video now up on Paramount's channel of Rise of the Beasts, where you can see how some of the things were happening behind the scenes of Rise of the Beasts. Maybe we can find out why Peter Dinklage seems really to have not put any effort in. Beast Box were showing off a little bit more of their octopus. So this is their octopus that transforms into a box. I always say that these are basically the new style of Rock Lord. But one thing I can see, this kind of comes with somewhere for it to park, and I've changed my mind on this. I did say originally that they should have painted this pink, and to be fair, I still think that. I think they've missed an absolute trick here to make it look like the one from the Transformers the movie. But the more I look at it, the more I get Mass Effect vibes. I don't know how many of you in this audience played Mass Effect, but this is definitely has the vibes of Harbinger and the Reapers. This just looks like a massive Reaper, especially when you see it from the side on and things like this. So maybe I'll add it to my collection as a Mass Effect figure. Interesting. Wasn't the first thing that came to my head when I first saw it. Obviously I thought of the 86 movie, but now the more I see it, I just can't not see Reapers. So Newage are getting ready to release their Dinobots, and the first version that came out, as always, I said, you know what, it looks okay, but similar to the Grimlock, I know that this is just the first version is not going to look great and the other versions are going to look good, so I will hold off until the better version comes out. And Ta-da! Here we go! Look at this bad boy. Just like we had with Grimlock, the second variation on the colorway just looks fantastic. That kind of smokiness that we get with the silver, and then the sticker detailing as well, comes with a whole host of accessories, including a massive sword, and I just love the way that it looks in the bot mode, the alt mode even, with its two-tone silver. So you get that smoky silver and a nice shiny silver. I am all about this. So happy that I held off from that original version that came out that I just thought looked too plasticky, same as Grimlock, but this, oh yes. But then they hit you with, if I'm not mistaken, a Marvel Comics inspired version of Sludge, and this one also looks amazing, absolutely phenomenal. Loving all of the shiny metallic blue touches that we have on this. Again, comes with a sword and a gun. His head looks absolutely fantastic as well, and from the back there's like little bits of blue in that silver. It's a completely different look for this figure, but looks amazing. Still comes with those awesome eyes as well to show where Devastator absolutely smashed the granny out of it. And then finally they come with a shattered glass version. Comes with now a translucent sword, and also on the alt mode's head has a little bit of a thing that kind of sticks out of it now. So that's a little bit of a different molding that we get on the head of this one. I love the colorway on this as well, with the green and also the purple. Anybody that watches this channel knows that I am a sucker for a purple, but this does look incredible, and it's not something I've seen before. I don't think I've ever seen a shattered glass Sludge before. I'm sure other people have, but I must have missed it somewhere along the line. I really like all three of these. R.I.P. my wallet. So Yolo Park is getting ready to release its Yolo Park AMK Pro series, and they're going to open this up with Transformers 40th anniversary G1 Megatron. Now the pre-orders on this bad boy are going to start very soon. He has 3 interchangeable faces and 5 weapon accessories. He also has flexible articulated hand, a die-cast outer armor for more realistic touch, so he's going to be die-cast, which is really nice. A fully metal Megatron, I'm here for that, and he has a rusty and battle damage paint job on his outer exterior, and I am here for that. I really like it when my bots are a little bit damaged. A little bit battle damaged. He has light up effects as well, and comes with 1 super set base stand. Absolutely fantastic. It comes with so many different things as well. The contents, things like 1 main body, interchangeable faces, battle damage chest armor, 5 weapons, including the key to Vector Sigma, a rail cannon, and rapid firing blasters. Oh my god. If this thing transformed, it would be in my collection in a heartbeat, but it doesn't, so it won't be. If, like me, you are on Facebook, Twitter, and stuff like that, searching out Transformer things, then you will have seen this. You will have seen this video invade your timeline time and time again. This is the self-transforming Grimlock, and this self-transforming Grimlock from Robosen has built in 150 original Transformer lines done by none other than Greg Berger himself. However, in the most popular video, it sounds like that. So I'm hoping that was kind of a placeholder, and what comes out is going to sound a little bit better than that. I have seen some videos with some different ones, but nothing that's kind of in the real like this one. So this is like a real demo of it. So I really hope that the voice is a lot better than that one, because, and especially if you've seen my short on it, my thoughts are it ain't a great voice. However, it ain't a great voice, but just look at this bad boy. It is incredible. What a time to be alive, where we can have a transforming Grimlock that looks like this. Doesn't sound great, but it looks amazing. But you pay for that because it is at $1,499. But you are paying for this. You are paying for it to do this. It is a thing of beauty, and if you have the dollar to afford it, I don't blame you. I just personally really need to hear those 150 sounds and make sure that it sounds alright. I do like, though, the fact that they've adjusted it to the UK price this time. Well done, Hasbro. It's that time of year where the most famous Comic-Con in the world is taking place in San Diego. Yes, it is San Diego Comic-Con, where everybody gets together and celebrates everything from the world of comics. And of course, Transformers also has a presence at this event with Hasbro, and they also do some reveals and exclusives while we're there. I, of course, was not at the event, so massive shout out to Cybertron21 over on Facebook, who captured all of these amazing shots of what was going on. Go and give them a like over on Facebook. They do some amazing work. So let's talk about the reveals that were revealed at the Comic-Con, and one of the first things and one of the best things I think that has come out of this is the fact that we're going to be able to get all of the stunticons in a beautiful looking box set. Fan-dabby-dozy. And speaking of box sets and all kinds of things, there were other reveals as well that happened. One of the first ones here is this bad boy. So the first reveal here is Nacelle. So this is just a recolor of a War for Cybertron, Cybertronian version of a Seeker, which is nice if you don't have that model within your collection. I like this one because this is something, if you follow Thu Adams over on Twitter, Thu mentioned that this box set had him getting ready to put in a combat code to do some moves, because it definitely does look like the front cover of a Mortal Kombat battle, which made me chuckle. So this versus will be Kaskade versus Autobot Javelin. Fight! Then they showed us off Nova Prime. Now, a lot of people have been complaining about this one, that it doesn't quite look like a Nova Prime, or the back isn't long enough, all of these different things. Why is it not quite right? Well, people might think it's not quite right because it is just a slight variant on Galaxy Optimus Prime. So again, Hasbro kind of, well, not even kind of, definitely recycling figures from the War for Cybertron line. It also has a few links back to the Ultra Magnus from that line as well, certainly in the cab form. So yeah, I can see why people are a little bit disappointed on this. It would have been nice to get a newer model, but hey, it's Hasbro. It is what it is. If you're into your Bayverse and you missed picking up some Decepticons from the Studio Series line, and you think, you know what, I wouldn't mind getting them all in one big bundle, well, now's your opportunity to pick up Barricade, Starscream, Not My Megatron, Blackout, and that is going to be the lot. So 4 bots in one, celebrating 15 years since Michael Bay's atrocity. Nice. Then we dip back into the Studio Series line and Studio Series Autobot Ratchet. So this is going to be just a recolor and a very slight remodel on what we got for Ironhide, which in my opinion is one of the best Ironhides we have ever seen. So in theory, this is one of the best Ratchets we've ever seen. I like it. I love it. I love the Studio 86 line. They haven't got it exactly right with everything, but they get in there. They get there with it. It's pretty good. And they weren't finished with Studio 86 because the big boy himself, big boy, bad boy Magnus, is on his way as well. And this looks great. I've seen some people complaining about the way that this looks. I have no clue, no idea why. This is definitely one of the best Ultra Magnuses that I've seen in a while. They also showed off that he can discombobulate himself and you can take him apart. Just, you've got to give him that movie accuracy, right? Really like the look of this figure. Let me know your thoughts on this one, and also, why the hate? What's wrong with him? We also got a little sneak peek at Frenzy. Frenzy. Look, says it on the box. It's Frenzy. Red. Frenzy. Haha. Staying with the Studio Series line, and Studio Series Nightbird is coming as well. And Nightbird looks okay. I think, you know, I really wish they'd have made the Studio Series like the one that we've now seen from the concept art for Nightbird, but obviously that was never going to happen. Maybe further down the line, and that might actually tempt me to pick up the figure because I love the way that that one looked. This one, yeah, it's just got me like the movie. Yeah, pretty much. Studio Series is getting a filthy flesh creature in a robot suit that looks horrible. I don't know why they've kind of crowbarred this awful alt mode in there that, from what I remember, wasn't used in the movie, and makes the bot mode, which is what you want a good representation of, not look like what we saw in the movie. I don't know. Is this going to be an upgrade that we now see in the next movie, where we know they're hooking up with, I'm not going to do a spoiler, but some other things, and Noah's going to be a big part of that? But why? Why, Hasbro? Why, when it's Studio Line, did you need to crowbar this in? It looks horrible. Something that does not look horrible, though, is this. We knew we were going to get a Rodimus Shattered Glass, so whatever you want to call this, Eucronimus or whatever you want to call him, we knew we were going to get this, but we didn't know that he was going to come in a double or triple pack, depending on how you look at it. So this bad boy is going to come with Sideswipe from the Shattered Glass universe. I just love the way this looks. This is probably going to be the first thing that I pick up as soon as it's released, because it is amazing, and you get a little bonus as well. So you get this little bonus of Decepticon Whisper as well. As both of these are Autobots, though, does that not mean they kidnapped Whisper and are holding one of the good guys? I don't know. It gets confusing when we talk about the Shattered Glass universe, right? But I love it. I absolutely love Shattered Glass universe. It's one of the few Hasbro lines that I really still has a lot going for it. This and the Studio 86 line. I do think that Legacy's kind of fallen off a little bit, but those two lines, love it. Hardly put a foot wrong. I've just realised that Sideswipe has a slash through his Autobot. So has he switched sides? I will admit I have not managed to keep up with the comics recently, so did he switch? Am I missing something? Let me know down in the comments. Another reveal at San Diego Comic-Con was Power Link Hotshot. So I think they revealed Hotshot not so long ago, but now they've also done this pretty damn nice looking Power Link version, and all in all this does look like a pretty good looking figure, much like the original did look good as well. And he comes with like a little mini, what looks like one of Sandstorm's alt modes, but it's not Sandstorm's alt mode. This is a minifigure of Jolt from the Armada universe. Pretty damn good if you like this figure. It's not one for my collection. You know, when it gets into Armada and stuff like that, I have to admit I kind of sleep on that a little bit. I don't really get involved in that side of it. I do think a lot of the figures look great, as I love the anime inspired art, but it's not the story that I followed a lot. I might go back and rewatch some of them. Then, out of nowhere, came this, probably the biggest crossover that they've done in a while. This is a Transformers and Stranger Things crossover. Who had that on their bingo card? Certainly not me. This is absolutely fantastic, and I must say that certainly in 2022, I don't know if they've tightened up security in their operations in other parts of the world, but there's less secrets getting out. People aren't getting hold of these things in the same way they were certainly in 21 and 22, and I'm loving the fact that we're getting these little surprises like this out of nowhere. Stranger Things Transformers collaboration. Obviously this again is a partial from Ironhide with a few new bits and bats. Wow, I really wish that they'd do a comic collaboration like they did with Back to the Future and the Ghostbusters one. Maybe that'll happen further down the line, but yeah, loving this. definitely one for my collaboration collection shelf. Collaboration collection shelf. Yeah, that's what I'll call it from now on. So that is everything from me on this Transformers Super Saturday from San Diego Comic-Con. Thank you very much for sticking with me if you are still here. This has been one of the longest news episodes that I've done in a while. If you are new around here, please think about giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe, and I'll let you get on with the rest of your day. Peace!